if you ever been to the hood, if you from the hood, and if there's a couple white people sprinkled in, they're gonna come out adapting to their environment, and like it's gonna seem like they're putting on like a character or like putting on a.
When you're jerking off, do you ever think about Rico Reckless smashing Whoa Vicky?
Why? I didn't even know that fact.
I don't know, but they did a podcast with me together, and it seemed like
they were fucking.
That might have been where it was going.
Where's
and then
Rico?
I seen them together on
Where's
Instagram
Rico
after
Reckless
that.
at?
Locked up, I'm pretty sure.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I feel like you just put that on any black person though.
No, he's locked up. I've seen comments.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought you was talking about what's the girl rapper name?
Rico Nasty.
Rico Nasty.
Oh, that's what I was visioning. I'm sorry.
No. Rico Nasty and Whoa Vicky didn't have a lesbian scissor fest love affair.
No, but I swear when you said that, I was just thinking that.
I don't care if that OnlyFans is $50. I'm copping for Rico Nasty versus Whoa Vicky scissor match.
Okay, stop it. Put some respect on Rico Nasty.
Rico Nasty.
Yeah, I'm sorry for bringing her up.
She's heterosexual as far as
when
I know. She's cis.
Bro, when I say like, well, you know, like her and Coyle Ray had
That's
like
what
a
cis
little.
means? You're bisexual?
No, I think cis means you're like.
Vel the other day on the stream.
I don't know what nothing means.
Vel goes.
Yeah, I don't know what
Vel's
cis
looking
means.
at his phone. He looks angry as fuck. He goes, "Yo, what is heterosexual?"
Hey, did you watch the Dave Chapelle special?
Oh, I loved it.
Oh man.
Hey,
I didn't get through the whole thing, but
one day I'm gonna tell that girl. I knew your father, and he was an incredible woman.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
that was
I jumped out of my chair. I'm like,
that
Dave,
was
you
great.
don't know what they're gonna do to you after this shit.
That was
I
great.
don't think Dave can get canceled at this point.
He never can.
Fuck. And you know what's cool about this is you finally get to see Netflix actually standing up to the
That's
They stood on
crazy.
their
mob.
shit.
They can't
For the
not at
first
a certain
time
point.
ever.
You gotta at least have comedies back for once. Let this motherfucker say what he wants. I'm seeing people on Twitter really like honestly arguing that like jokes are bad and jokes are how discrimination starts.
But you know what? But you know what's crazy too is like,
That's my guy. You want any car?
wait, but look, but you know,
Chappelle?
but you know what's crazy? It was so many people in the replies on Twitter and shit that were saying that they did not watch the special. How can you comment on something you haven't watched at all?
Oh, Josh, you hear that? We'll talk about that tomorrow.
People will really sit there on Twitter and just make shit like have a full blown conversation about
Full-blown
this kind of
argument.
shit, as if it's not worth their time to go watch the thing that they're arguing about.
Like, if you're gonna be putting so much effort into arguing something, you should at least back it up.
I'm glad you're saying this right now because I'm just telling you. I'm like,
Stop making it about you. Stop.
He's harnessing the powers. Of,
Talk about Dave Chapelle without making it about yourself. The thing about it though is that what Dave is saying shouldn't be controversial to say. Like, I didn't hear him say one thing that I think is actually controversial.
you gotta watch
just
his,
know how
you gotta
people are
watch
going
his
to take
other
it.
ones in
I've
Netflix
seen all of
special.
them.
Yeah,
I've seen all of them.
He
too,
says
he went way crazier than some other
way,
ones.
But bro, I thought watching that, I thought that I'm trying to say the word right. Trans people.
Very good.
Okay. Trans people would have like a more respect for him because of the Daphne person that killed themselves, bro. Like he gave they I'll just be quiet.
This
Yeah,
is
you're doing good.
This is the important when you're talking about the they.
I respect that.
The important
You're
thing to
doing
know
good.
when you're talking about the theys is that you can agree with them on 99% of things, but if you disagree with them on 1%, then they will swarm upon you like locusts, and they will take you. They will take your home. They will get you fired. Like, they're the least understanding people on earth, and they want you to comply with every single thing that they believe.
You think everyone is like that though? Is like,
I would say that that's the general,
Consensus?
character of their community for sure.
I like the theme
They're
of it,
definitely not about just letting everybody have their own opinions, and none of them would even pretend that that is the case.
But that's like what Dave Chappelle was saying is like you guys don't want people to shun down on y'all, but y'all shun down on other people as well.
But
So-
I think I don't know if that's just if that is just subject to just the trans community. I think that's just like
woke people in general.
I think that's just like cancel culture, angry mob shit.
That's
in
why
general.
everybody looks at that special and is so in awe of it, because nobody can believe that Dave would actually take on a fight like that against people.
You think it was him taking on a fight by making some jokes?
Are you fucking serious? You don't think that he knows what is going to happen when he does something like that? Like, it's so blatantly obvious. It happens to the same exact thing happens to everybody who says anything even close to that. He just actually let it all hang out and said such controversial things as, if you were born with a penis and you had it changed into a vagina at some point in your life, then you are a different type of woman than a woman who was born being a woman. That is actually considered to be offensive now. For him to even, and he makes a joke out of it. He says, you know, oh, you got the impossible pussy, whatever. He makes it funny. But I mean, like, the fact
that is hilarious.
The fact that it's considered offensive to acknowledge that there's a difference there is fucking insane. And that's why, you know, a lot of times comedians are like the only ones who will kind of tell the truth. And they're
honestly.
like, Netflix is not.
Are we comedians?
If that was a documentary about that said some of the things basically that Dave Chapelle said there,
it would be
Netflix
ripped.
would never in a million years stand by it. But because
It would
it's
be ripped
comedy,
off.
it gives them you know, there's a reason why people are applauding that shit. Why it has a 99% approval on fucking Rotten Tomatoes, and meanwhile all the critics are shitting on it. It's like just a massive difference between the media and what people actually think.
If you ever watch a Chappelle show, bro, what do you expect? Like his whole thing was being edgy and saying controversial things, man. Bro, like he's the fucking GOAT, bro. Can't say nothing about Dave Chapelle, bro.
The way he words shit and the way he just puts it together, I feel like is just like
Because, okay, but think about it. Chappelle Show era, he's mostly goofing on his own people and white people.
And just like the current events, you know?
Neither of those are going to be considered offensive because Dave Chappelle can say whatever the fuck he wants about black people and black people don't care. And he can say whatever he wants about white people and white people don't get to have a say. Because if you get offended by it, then you're just going to look like fucking Ben Shapiro or some shit. How dare you talk about white people, whatever. It's like he chose to actually have an honest conversation about a protected group who you're not allowed to pick on. You're not allowed to pick on gay people. You know, for some reason you can have an opinion about like every other class of people, but for some reason you can't have any opinion about LGBTQ shit. It's madness. And I mean, I do think it was a very brave thing for him to take that on. This is the thing. He's doing what you kind of wish that everybody would do, which is you get so rich and successful that nobody can fucking destroy your livelihood. And then you actually say the things that you think. Which is very out of the ordinary because most of the billionaires and shit who own companies, that people who own Apple and Google and shit like that, they have their own fucking woke psychopath employees basically holding the companies at gunpoint.
Yeah.
And they're too scared to come out and say like, hey, let's keep politics out of work. They won't do it because it's too.
I feel like that would be
they
the
don't
most
want the smoke. They're afraid that their brand, their company will be destroyed as a result. And somebody like Dave Chapelle has like whatever amount of money he has. Obviously he's filthy rich, but he doesn't have as much money as, you know, Apple. But he feels like, fuck it, I'm just going to say what I think.
No, that's a fact.
Anyway, there's my rant for the day.
For the day. I feel like you have multiple rants throughout the
All
day.
I do is rant, man.
All I do is rant no matter what.
Rant man from Hash Brown Town.
Got rants on my mind.
Let
I
me
could
see
never
what else
get
we might
enough.
have right here. I don't really want to talk about Tiger getting booked for beating up his girlfriend. It's not our business, is it?
You know, AD is not going for none of that, man.
Hell no.
He got to be in the club with Tiger tomorrow.
He's going to be on the Tiger OnlyFans.
Wait a minute.
episode.
I ain't with none of the domestic shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
where
know,
I draw the line.
Yeah. I know.
Apparently, the girl is like pretty well known. Cameron Swanson.
Nigga, she looked like. Hey, let me hit that blunt. She looked like fucking Kylie Jenner to me. I thought that was who it was.
She looked great, whoever the fuck she was. She's only 22 as well. But I mean, it is kind of
Loves them young.
It's crazy because like you hear a lot like domestic abuse stuff, like a girl saying, "Oh, so and so beat me," whatever. It's kind of different because he like got arrested. Like he
Nigga,
actually
handing me
got
weapons and shit.
Like he actually got arrested.
Didn't he
which
turn
is-
himself in?
Yeah, but like I mean, that just
That was only $50K. He probably already out.
you don't see a ton of that.
He's
you know,
out.
that's like kind of like usually like it makes it stand out a lot. I will say
That means what? He only had to pay $5K. That nigga's out.
I don't want to talk about this fucking girl that's blackfishing. Well, actually, I guess how do you feel about this? Actually, I don't really feel like the photo.
Yeah,
look.
I need some real pictures
I'm
of her.
not real familiar with it. What you're saying?
Her name is Jessie Nilsson, and she's the singer of Little Mix. And I guess right here you can see kind of the transition.
Get it? She's saying that she's a little
By the
mixed.
end,
Wait, that's where she started?
yeah.
That's her.
And then by the end,
This is the same girl.
she's Rachel
Well-
Dolezal.
Okay, well, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But that's just plastic surgery and like I don't. Okay.
Did she get the melanin shots like that one
And
day?
the whole
Yeah,
thing
right.
that made it crazy though is that
No,
fucking
wait.
Nicki Minaj is defending her.
That's her next to Nicki Minaj right here on the left.
Yeah.
What the fuck
That's
is
a white
going on?
woman?
Okay, that is kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I'm gonna be honest with you though, like Have you ever seen like a bodybuilding contest? Pause.
Yeah, they are super like
Those
tan
dudes,
and
they
shit.
fucking have like seemingly universally agreed that if they make their skin like a darker tone of brown, that you'll be able to see.
That's
better
not what she's doing.
Definition in
Don't
the
try
muscles
to-
and stuff.
that's
No,
not
but
what
I'm
she's
saying,
doing.
is it so different to think that like the natural evolution of women wanting to look good? One of the things that women do when they want to look good is they go out and they tan or they get in the tanning booth.
Yeah, but like
I just kind of think that this is like the natural way that things will play
she
out.
looks
in the long
like
run.
Nicki
Don't
Minaj
you come in
that
here
picture.
trying to look like me in house phone.
Yeah, like
I was just in the sun. You should see the back of my legs. Shit, pink as fuck.
bro, look at that picture. She literally looks like Nicki Minaj in that picture.
But what's wrong with wanting to look like Nicki Minaj?
It's
I
like
want to look like Nicki Minaj. I'm getting a BBL.
it's because you're taking the attributes of a black woman without having to deal with the repercussions of actually being a black woman.
I just want to know what her opinion is on it. Like, is she
What-
is she
what her
denying,
opinion is on it?
Is she denying that she's doing the thing that it seems obvious that
No,
she
but
is
this
doing?
is like
And did she come from a place like Whoa Vicky, or she just came from somewhere?
Nah,
and
she
started
I
just
have
like-
no idea who this
see,
person
look,
is.
you gotta look at it like this. It's like, okay, at least someone like Whoa Vicky isn't actually changing their skin tone and like trying to like literally like, bro, that looks like that went from like Karen to like Carisha
She just talks.
on my mama.
Well, Vicky just talks with a
That was
crazy,
crazy.
ass fucking.
Yeah,
accent.
but at least she's like still white, nigga. That bitch don't even look white no
Can
more.
we have Yuri come over and take my seat while I go take a piss before we start opening the packages?
Why are we gonna have Yuri do that?
So you guys can assault him. For
Ugh,
like 2
all right.
minutes.
He fucking handed me a weapon.
I'm walking away with a blunt as well.
Here.
I'm gonna pee and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna open all these packages. So can you?
I'm gonna stab you in the neck when you come back.
Something